Hello, my name is Soleil and welcome back to my channel. Today we're discussing my 2025 vision board. So I made a vision board with one of my close friends, LB, and we were planning on just making a fun, quick little thing, and 3.5 hours later, yeah, okay. So I don't really set resolutions or specific goals for the year, especially like I don't personally believe in changing everything in January 1st, and I don't think that that is effective. But I have some things that I'm looking forward to and some things that I'm very excited about for 2025 and some things where I want to focus more of my efforts and my energy. And yeah, so I figured I could share my 2025 vision board and we could talk about it, and maybe that will inspire you. Maybe you can let me know what you're focusing on for this year. And I thought it would be fun, maybe helpful to someone. Yeah, I had a really great time. So without further ado, let's do this. So I made my vision board on GoodNotes. I just downloaded a bunch of photos off of Pinterest and some digital journaling things, like little digital washi tapes and things that I just like really poorly cropped into make in little stickers. And my friend LB just used like pinning photos on Pinterest onto a specific Pinterest board. You can do this physically, you can do this digitally. There's many options, but this is what I did. So here is my 2025 vision board. I have a photo of myself on the front. What can I say? It's my vision board. I can put a photo of myself if I want to. Okay, first one that we have is Japan. So I will be visiting one of my best friends in the world, Jade. You know her as Jade Juniper. I'll be visiting Jade in Japan this year. I'm so excited about it. So I just got some lovely photos and some lovely little bits of ephemera about Japan to just get me excited about it. And it worked. I'm excited about it. I mean, I already was excited about it, but you know, just something to look forward to this year. So then we have a section on crochet. So these are just some of the projects that I would really like to do this year. I already made the sushi coasters. Okay, wait, now I need to get them. Now I need to show you. Okay, so I made these little coasters. I love this so much. This was so easy. This was so easy. It took me like 20 minutes. If you are an absolute beginner at crochet, you can do this. You just need like different colors. I didn't even have all of like the right colors, so I just made it work. And I flipping love them. So I'm getting little bits of cork like background padding on the back so they can be like nice and firm and stable, and it'll clean up that bit. But anyways, so I already did this. So as I said, these aren't like specific resolutions or goals. They're just things that I'm looking forward to and I'm excited about it, and just a way to like positively focus on the things that I really want to do this year. So as I said, these are some things I want to do. This cute sweater looks doable and so cute, and I feel like I can do that. Like, I'm a beginner intermediate crocheter and I think I can do this. This little goldfish, adorable. This giant chicken, I could do that. Then a little toast coaster, and then I think this blanket, it could also turn into a sweater, but this blanket with the star, sun, and moon granny squares, I think that is definitely like the most complicated of these. I think it's definitely doable. I believe in myself, but that would definitely be a larger project for later this year. And I'm already working on a different granny square project. I'm going to be making like these lemons and limes and then make that into a cardigan. And I've been working on that one for a couple months now. So next up we have nails. I like doing my nails. I like doing them myself. I like going out to do them. and I don't want to spend a lot of money if I get them done somewhere. So I was just looking at some cute, simple, not too pricey if I get them done somewhere, and not too complicated if I want to do them myself. And I don't know, I just like it. It just made me happy. So that's all there is to it. Then I had this little spread on some clothes. So for the last couple of years, I've been like kind of finding what my fashion is now that I'm in my mid-20s. I'm in the back half of my 20s now. But there are just certain things that I know I like and I know I gravitate to, and I just want to spend my clothing money a little bit more intentionally. And there's some things that I know would last longer and I know would be better quality if I got them in certain places, or I spent more time or more money looking for certain things that I really treasure and really like and would really get the most like love and use out of. So I just wanted to focus on that. Yeah. Oh, rug tufting. Oh my god. So I have been working on a moss rug for the last 3 years. I haven't been actively working on it, but like I need to finish it at some point. So I would like to finish my moss rug this year. It's making a lot of green and brown and like yellowish toned pom-pom balls to sew onto like a rug tufting mat. Yeah, so I just need to hone in on it. But these are some other really cute projects that I don't know, I could think about, I could do. The koi pond I have seen around on somewhere. I've seen it somewhere. Someone has this adorable koi pond, but that is beyond my abilities at this point. I just was inspired by it and it looks gorgeous. So I added that here. But these fruit and cute little tiny coaster things and the pasta and this little stamp, I think that's doable. And I want to take a rug tufting class because I have all these supplies, but just having like one little intro class would help. So, okay, so my friend LB that I mentioned earlier is thinking about hopefully hosting a summer solstice party. And while she was telling me about this, I was like, oh my god, I could bake some really cute little cakelets or tarts for this. So I found some cute cakes and tarts and I was like, look at that. So I won't be the one hosting this, but I was really excited and inspired by what I could possibly bake for this. The flowers won't be included because I don't know where I could get edible flowers in a city. I'm sure it's possible, but just cute muted pastel tarts and cakes. Yes. Oh my god, okay, so this is something that I will be hosting. I really want to host a murder mystery party. It is my dream. It sounds so much fun. I was in Barnes & Noble a couple months ago. Yeah, it was during my birthday. On my birthday, actually, I was in Barnes & Noble looking at all the board games because I love board games. We'll talk more about that later. But I love board games and I want to host more board game events. But they had all of these set murder mystery game packs where you can get it and you can have a murder mystery party. And that's the dream. That's the dream. I feel like my apartment's too small for it, but I don't care because I want to host it. And this is the apartment I live in. So I'm going to host it. I just need to figure out how large I want to make it because it is a small apartment. And I think murder mystery party I don't need a table for, but I don't have like a dining room, living room table. I have like a little counter against my kitchen, like a little breakfast counter nook. So I'm gonna get like a folding table and chairs for board game nights. Again, we'll talk more about that in a second, but I don't think I need that for murder mystery party. But think about all the themed food I could make for a murder mystery party. It would be so great. Okay, I have 3 or 4 movie box sets of James Bond films. I think it's 4. It's not all of them though, and they're not in order, which really annoys me. They're like random volume sets, and they're not like all one James Bond actor either. It's very annoying. Either way, I want to start watching all of the James Bond films from the beginning. I don't anticipate watching all of them this year. That's a bit much. That's a lot. But I want to get started, and I want to regularly watch one and then watch the next one. Next up, reading. I don't know if you know this. This might be news to you, but I like to read. I read quite a bit. And I have a TBR. I have anticipated releases. That's going to be a whole separate video anyways. And I have books that I've been meaning to read. I don't know. I just wanted to make a cute little spread of some books that I'm excited about that I've been meaning to read. This is by no means all of them. I just picked some fun ones to toss on here. For instance, the Sarah J Maas books, the Crescent City ones. I read the first one, started the second one while I was in grad school, got stressed, have not touched it since. I would like to refamiliarize myself with what the hell happens in the first one and then start from the beginning of the second one and keep reading. I want to read some Brandon Sanderson. I want to read the Mistborn series, maybe The Way of Kings. I haven't really decided. Actually, I have decided because I've already bought one of the Mistborn books, so like that's going to be the one. And I'm very excited to read A Language of Dragons, which comes out in January. So those were just some of the ones that I decided to focus on for this little spread. Okay, cozy hobbies. So I have a couple things here. It's just some priorities. So want to do some puzzles. I have two, I think two, maybe three. I have at least two puzzles. One of them I started during COVID and I had to pack up before I finished it. So I'd like to put that out. The only thing is I don't have a dedicated puzzling table, and I don't know if I can like puzzle hard and finish a puzzle in one go. So I'm still figuring that part out. I think if I get the fold-out table and fold-out chairs to use for game nights, I can have a puzzle on that, and then I just have a crowded living room for a week or two while I puzzle. I think that's the move. Also, I love doing the New York Times crossword. I love doing the spelling bee, the mini crossword, and connections. Love all of those. And I usually just do the crossword Monday through Wednesday, because after that it gets tough. It gets rough. Even Wednesdays sometimes is rough. But either way, I love doing the crossword. I want to continue doing the crossword. Maybe work on my Thursday game, you know. Then I have this little photo of reading. So I really want to focus more on reading before I go to bed instead of watching YouTube before I go to bed. I usually always watch a little bit of YouTube. Sometimes I do it when the lights are already out, which is not good for my sleep rhythms. It's not good. But I enjoy it so much more if I'm reading before I go to bed. It's still a great way to unwind, and I want to get a little bit more in the habit of that. I don't want to set a hard and fast rule. I'm a human. Sometimes I need to binge watch some YouTube or some television after a long, hard day. But I just want to slip in a little bit more reading in the evenings. Reading with some, I don't know about candlelight, but some nice muted lighting. That's the dream. Then on the left here I have a pottery wheel. So I took a wheel pottery class this past like 2 months. Loved it. It was amazing. I'm picking up my pottery in like a week and I'm so excited to see the cute little misshapen bowls that I made. So I'm going to be taking another class. I missed the window to take it in this like next session. So I'm really hoping to get in for the next session, because I was trying to figure out if I should sign up as a beginner or a beginner/intermediate or intermediate/advanced. So I wanted to wait and ask my instructor. By the time I asked my instructor, the class was full. All of the classes were full. So I was like, darn. But now I know that I should continue doing beginner/intermediate, because that is the most like fundamental things, and intermediate/advanced gets wild. They made like lemon juicers in the intermediate/advanced class. I cannot wait till I can do that. But right now my bowls are, my instructor calls them organic. And she says that in a very loving and kind way, but they're very organic. I love them. So yes, I need the beginner class. But I love it so much, and it's so great like doing things with your hands and doing hobbies where you have something at the end that you made. Like, it doesn't matter how lopsided it is. You made that. Oh, I'm so excited to pick up my pottery. Oh, So I'd want to do more of that. And then this image on the right is, there's this style of journaling. It's called like travel journaling, or like landscape art journaling, where basically people will draw or do like a watercolor of what they see in their surroundings. A lot of people do it when they travel, and then they'll journal around it, and I think it's so cool and so beautiful. And I'm not the strongest drawer or painter, but I don't care. I don't think that matters for this. I think it's just nice to visually represent what you're seeing with your own art and journal around it. So I want to do that. I'm excited to do that. I'm going to try to do that when I visit Jade in Japan. I haven't figured out what medium I'm going to do it in, because traveling with watercolors might be difficult. There's like little travel sets, so that's definitely doable, but I haven't landed on it yet. But there's so many amazing like artists and journaling folks who do this, and it's gorgeous. Mine will not look like that, but it will have the vibe. It will have the intention as that. Okay, next up, and yes, there are 19 pages. Next out, I have outdoor adventures. This is kind of a Mod Podge, honestly. So I have camping and general outdoor hiking. I would love to have a little weekend by a lake with some of my best gal pals. And then over here I have a little brunch image and some more brunch things. Just adventures, activities. I want to do more brunches. I want to host some brunches, hence why I need a fold out table. And some outdoor activities and good stuff. And I can't wait till it's not freezing and the sun sets at a regular time and I can do some more hikes. Next, we have rock climbing. So I have been rock climbing for a year? No, not a full year. Either way, I started rock climbing when I was much younger, but I got a rock climbing gym membership this last year and have been going regularly, and I boulder on my own time, and I have a climbing partner who I do like belay climbing, like top rope, like going up the big one. And it's been awesome. It's been a blast. I love rock climbing so much. So I want to keep doing that. I love it. I want to continue dedicating my time to it. I go at least usually twice a week. I want to keep going twice-ish a week. Stuff happens, doesn't have to be twice. And I also want to do some outdoor rock climbing. So there is a group that I've like signed up to their message boards, their email chain, I don't know. Either way, I get alerts when they do a monthly outdoor climb, and I want to join for one of those. I'm gonna wait till it's a little bit warmer, but I love outdoor rock climbing too. Okay, next we have Formula One. I love Formula One. I watch Formula One every weekend or every other weekend whenever there's a race. Right now we are on a pause for the season. We'll be back in February, I think. So it's very annoying that we are on a pause, but you know, the racers need a break too. But I'm just very excited for next year. And we've got all of my favorite drivers, not Max Verstappen, sorry. Max needs to be on here as well because Dutch pride. So that's my bad. If my dad is watching this, Dad, I swear to God, Max Verstappen will be on this. That's my mistake. But we've got Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, my boy, and Charles Leclerc. My guys. Although Sainz is going to be on a different team next year, and Bottas is going to be a secondary driver. It's a whole thing, you guys. It's a whole thing. Oh, so much drama, but just excited for another year of Formula One. Painting pottery. So a separate fun activity besides for pottery wheel throwing is painting pottery. So not necessarily painting the pottery that I've made, but going to a painting pottery studio where there aren't lopsided bowls and I can just paint them. Love doing that. There's one that's relatively on my way back from work when I go into the office, and I love going to that one. I love stopping by after work because usually it's not that busy, and I love the vibe of all of these that I have here. So I want to make some things inspired by these, and I love it. And I also have air dry clay, and I've been trying to make air dry clay just hand built things at home. And I also have the Mod Podge to make them dishwasher safe and like that they're food safe. It's too many hobbies, guys, too many hobbies. Next we have sugar cookie art. I don't like the taste of sugar cookies, so I need to figure out how, like, they're fine. They're fine. It's not that I dislike them. They're okay. They're all right. It's fine. Also, if there's a lot of frosting on them, that's also, So I need to figure out a way to make them taste better because I love sugar cookie art, and specifically these ones. I love this Tetris one and this Uno one. I feel like those are semi-doable. Uno looks a little more complicated. I think those are doable for game nights. That'd be so cute. And I love this one that looks like it's vegetables, but they're actually cookies. I think that's hilarious. Or this donut one, lemon one, puzzles. I think they're all super cute. I just need to figure out a way to make them taste better. Then we have polymer clay jewelry. So I make polymer clay earrings, and I have so many that I've made. And they're getting better, which is very exciting. But I love making them, and I have so many supplies at this point, and it's so much fun, and it's great making your own jewelry. So these are just some new ideas, some fun things that looked really cute that I wanted to try. Some ones that look like little baked goods. I love this like blue, yellow, white style, and also how it looks kind of like Mediterranean / like Portuguese tiles. Love that. And then ones that look like little Scrabble tiles, I mean, that's cool too. Then we have the houseplants section. I want to keep a plant alive. This is my goal for the year. I'm going plant shopping at the beginning half of this year. I'm going to actually get plants that are suited for my apartment and the amount of light that I get. And I will very carefully read the instructions for how frequently I'm supposed to water them, because I always overwater my plants. And then they get moldy, and then I panic, and then I don't water them, and then they are somehow simultaneously dried out and suffering from root rot. So it's been rough. Every plant you see in any of my videos is fake because they all die. So I really, really want to keep one alive. So this is inspired by that, cute vibes, plus also how not to kill 20 houseplants and bedroom friendly houseplants. Feel like this is a good starting point. I have 2 friends who are very well versed in plants, and they will help me. So, and here we are on the last one, which is board game nights. So as I mentioned before, I want to get a fold out table and fold out chairs. I think I'm gonna do 6. It's gonna be tough squeezing 6 fold out chairs or foldable chairs into my hallway closet, plus a folding table. I don't know if that's gonna fit, but I want to do 6 so I can invite 6 friends over and we can have board game nights. And it'd be good for brunch. So I think I gotta do 6 instead of 4. But I want to host board game nights. I love board games. I have a couple, but I want to have a giant library of board games. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's a great way to connect with people and have a good time. So yeah. So those are all of my vision board spreads, I guess. I'm gonna continue the 2 goals that I basically had of this last year, which is meditating every day and then also studying Spanish. I have made a radical choice to give up my Duolingo streak. It's at like 700 days, I think. I'm deciding to give it up because it's not worth it. I don't think it has really helped. There are so many other things that have helped my Spanish language journey, and Duolingo is not one of them. I think Duolingo is great for starting off on a language, but I'm at an intermediate level and I'm trying to work on my grammar and just learn more words and become more confident, and Duolingo is not doing it. So I think it honestly is an illusion for just this is just speaking for me, but for me, I think it's providing myself with the illusion that I'm studying it without actually getting any benefit from it. And I don't need the pressure of the streak anymore. I want to actually intentionally spend time studying it rather than trying to keep up a daily streak. So I'm swapping out my Duolingo streak for studying on the weekends, and then right now I'm taking like a tutoring one-on-one thing twice a week. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. So that's my vision board. Those are my goals for this year. Please let me know how you are approaching this year. If you have goals, resolutions, if you made a vision board, if you don't really observe the new goals, new year situation. Honestly, whatever works for you. This is what works for me. This is what makes me happy. This is in no possible way me trying to get you to do anything for the new year. I'm just sharing what I'm excited about, and maybe that's helpful, maybe it's not. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!